Hi kids, this is teacher Vidya. My aim is to make you all to explain the importance of the silk route. The state and the national highways connect one region to another for people to move easily between the different states and also transport goods. Today we will learn about the trade routes of ancient India and a specific route called the Silk Route. It was a route taken by the traders to buy or sell silk as it passed through the rough terrain of the Himalayas and the Gobi Desert. The countries connected through the Silk Route were China, India, Iran, Arabia, Egypt, and the countries of the Europe. The traders from these countries took goods from one place to another through this route. The goods exchanged were silk, glassware, horses, sandalwood, precious stones, and oil. Madura, Patliputra, Peshawar were connected along this route. The route must have been long as it passed through mountains, deserts, and many countries. This route was called the Silk Route as silk was a main product exchanged by traders on this route. Silk was produced in China and exported by Chinese traders to countries like India and Iran. As the path was narrow through the mountains, the traders either moved on foot or on horseback and camels. They would have faced extreme climates and had to pay many taxes to people of different regions. They were often robbed along this route. The traders would sometimes bring gift for the people as tribute in return for protection. They also asked the rulers of kingdoms for protection along these routes in exchange for gift. The Silk Route helped traders receive profit from the goods that they sold, especially silk. Many countries got the products that were not produced in their region, including silk. The route was also connected to the sea route, which connected all the important ports of the countries. The rulers would help the trader as traders paid taxes which made their kingdom rich. Even today, trade tax is important and we see trucks and trailers carrying goods paying toll tax which is more than other vehicles. Let's know the role of trade in expanding the power of kingdoms in the south. The most important kingdoms in the south were those of the Pandavas, Cheras, Solas, and Satvaganas. Some of the ports in these regions were Puhar, Arikamedu, and Muziris. Things like horses, sandalwood, food grains, and pottery came to the port of Buhar. These ports probably helped the kingdoms as they would get taxes and gift from the traders. Traders brought these items to the port in order to take the sea route and sell these products in other countries. The traders would pay taxes and give gift to the kingdoms when they passed through their ports. So the kingdoms become richer because of the ports. Often the rivers connected the ports with the important cities. Hence the rulers had two seats of power. The items of export from all the southern ports were spices, cotton, textiles, precious stones, pearls, silk, and ivory. These goods were in great demand in Rome and Iran. The trade brought a lot of riches to the kingdoms, making them powerful, thus making ports very important for the southern kingdoms, as the sea routes were used by the traders to export products to other countries. Often traders would bring gifts given by the rulers of different countries for the rulers of India. These rulers went to battle with each other to capture each other's ports and the chief cities. The ships moved faster as compared to the animals or traveling by foot. The traders could easily carry more goods in ships than on horses and camels. Let's learn about the role of trade in the spread of Buddhism. People living in different regions may follow a different culture, religion, wear different clothes, eat different food, and may even speak a different language. Interacting with them may even changes in some ways. We might adapt what we like of their culture or even learn their language. We will learn about how trade helped in the spread of Buddhism. Who was Faxian? Faxian was a Chinese traveler who came to India to learn about the Buddhism. He had statues of Buddha and Buddhist lecturer with him. He went back home on a merchant ship. We can conclude that people used the ships of traders to travel to different places. The traders traveled on long journeys by road from ports to cities and vice versa. On land routes, there were many Buddhist monasteries. The monks would provide the traders with a safe place to stay on their journey and safety from robbers. In return, the traders would donate money to the monasteries and bring items that the monks would need. As a result, the traders started adapting Buddhism. They took the teachings of Buddha to the countries they traded with, such as China, Thailand, Java, and other southeast countries. Pilgrims from these lands came to India on the ships with the traders to learn more about Buddhism. These pilgrims also traveled with the caravans of the traders on land route, as the traders were the ones who knew the way around these countries. The pilgrims came to India to learn more about Buddhism. When they went back home, they carried books and statues of Buddhism with them. They wrote books and told people about the religion, which encouraged more people to adapt Buddhism and then travel to know about this religion. Let's analyze the changes in Hinduism and the reasons that led to the decline of Buddhism in India. Hinduism continued to coexist while Buddhism was gaining popularity. However, because of the rigid rituals and complex ceremonies, and the Brahmins and Kshatriyas being the favored groups, the common people were attracted towards Buddhism. Anyway, could practice Buddhism as it did not involve any complex rituals. By the 6th century AD, the rulers who came to power were mostly followers of Hinduism, although they were tolerant towards other religions. The Brahmins at this time were questioning the rigid rules of Hinduism and started adapting a simpler system of worship with an emphasis on good deeds. Even common people could adapt this new system of worship, and this drew them towards Hinduism. The new system of worship came to be known as Bhakti. In the Bhakti movement, the devotee, who was also known as Bhakta, could choose his or her deity and worship the deity in any form with a pure heart. It was also believed that the deity could appear in any form to bless the Bhakta. In this way, Bhakti was for everyone as each individual could choose how to worship his or her own God. Bhakti attracted the common people. It led to the growing popularity of Hinduism as adapting Bhakti meant that one could adapt a system of worship which means simple and based on good deeds. This appealed to the people more than Buddhism as monks had to leave their homes and family and give up worldly pleasures. By following Bhakti, people could still have a family life. The principle of deities appearing in many forms also resulted in artists making many new sculptures and statues of new forms of deities which began to be placed in structures called temples. The rise of Bhakti led to new craft architecture and poetry. Due to these changes, Hinduism gained popularity and Buddhism declined. Many people were not comfortable leaving their homes to become bhikkhus, and others, especially farmers and soldiers, could not follow ahimsa or non-violence, which was a main principle of Buddhism. This led to the decline of Buddhism in favor of Hinduism. Thank you so much, kids.